Steve Anderson joins us now with a lot of weather to talk about, so let's get right to it.
Yeah, you know, those clouds yesterday were some of the meanest, ugliest, orneriest looking clouds I had ever seen, and it hasn't looked like that around here today, so we're forever thankful. We start now with the temperature reading. Currently 72 degrees after 75 degrees today. That's all we could muster, but that's good. We didn't want it to get too warm today. The low temperature 60 degrees. 51% relative humidity, winds west 8, the barometer falling 30.20 at this time as we take a look at the rainfall totals from around the area. There's your official reading. Less generally in western areas. Plenty down in Littleton, 2.5 inches. Aurora, though, 2.3 inches. But, now that's our Weather Watcher report. There were other parts of Aurora that got much more than that, and this is the way it looks. 3.79 in South Aurora. For you folks in the Buckley area, 3.6 appears to be your total. And then the granddaddy total, northeastern Aurora. This is where the rain was the heaviest, 4.3 inches. And we're looking hard to see if we can find anything more than that, but we can't. Let's take a look at the radar picture at this time. And currently we see a large area of showers, but it's south of Denver, generally to the west of Castle Rock, and it's so spread out we don't see the big storms building up in one area and staying there and dumping a lot of rain. Certainly we're getting rain out of this, but nothing like yesterday, and more down to the south. There were really 4 specific reasons, as I was saying earlier, why it was so bad yesterday. First of all, we had plenty of moisture around. The moisture that comes out of the oceans and out of the land and comes into the air, settles over Colorado. Secondly, the unstable air that was here, this cyclonic counterclockwise flow, we had plenty of that yesterday, unstable air. And then also upslope. The winds coming out of the east yesterday, as they came uphill. The clouds formed after the water condensed. So we had those 3 elements. And then we had, for just a while yesterday afternoon, some sunshine in here. And that kicked off a lot of the moisture. All of these 3 things took this potential and turned it into a nasty, nasty day. Now, we didn't have so much of this today. We didn't have the upslope. Winds were out of the east yesterday, but today, mostly out of the northwest. And the unstable air, not nearly as unstable as yesterday. The one thing we have that was there yesterday is the moisture in the air, and that will continue for a while. But as long as we don't add these 3 elements too much and mix them up, we're going to be a little bit better off. National radar today, we'll take a look at that. It looks like Colorado has some of the most intense activity, but realistically, it's not as bad as yesterday, so we won't concern ourselves too much. The Gulf Coast has it today and spread out a little bit across the east. It looks like from the satellite picture that Colorado is looking most dense down in that area we saw on radar, the west of Colorado Springs and down around Pueblo. The San Juan Mountains in this area are getting some rain showers from those clouds, not nearly as much as yesterday, though. As we take a look at the nation for tomorrow now, in our state, it'll be a possibility of rain again, rain extending along this frontal system and also through the Gulf Coast. It has been hot up here. 101 in Portland, Oregon yesterday. They will cool all the way down to 89 degrees tomorrow. 80s and 90s about everywhere else around the country. So we'll take a look at the Denver or the Colorado forecast now. 80s out in the west, a slight chance of showers out there. Up in the mountains, 65 to 75, about a 50% chance of rain. Now that sounds like flipping a coin, but there's a pretty good chance they'll get some rain up there. You may not. Eastern areas expect 75 to 85. Variable clouds, a little more sunshine maybe in the early afternoon tomorrow, but a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. We don't expect it to be as bad as yesterday. Breathe easy. Take a look at your forecast. Mostly cloudy. Possible thunderstorms tonight. Not so much, though. A low temperature of 60. And tomorrow, with partly cloudy skies again, possible thunderstorms. We'll look for a high of 80 and a low of 60. Same thing, basically, for Monday. Variable clouds, maybe some thunderstorms in the afternoon. Slightly warmer at about 82 degrees. Just one confirmed tornado. Lots of funnel clouds yesterday, but the one at Surrey Ridge is the one confirmed tornado at this time.
All right. Thanks, Steve.